everyone, this is Joanna. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm playing with the Stress Oxides, and the technique that I'm going to be using is lifting the color from the cardstock, and it is just so much fun. You can create such a great variety of different colors and different effects, and I'm going to show you how to do it just now. Alright, I already have my Tonic Studios platform, and I got the cardstock ready. I applied the anti-static powder, and the cardstock, oh my goodness, the stamp set I'm using is Altenew Garden Treasure. What a fun stamp set. I absolutely love it. Now I already have placed the stamps on the platform where I want them to be. So the only thing that I'm going to do right now is I will apply Versamark onto them. And I'm going to stamp. Okay, now I'm going to turn the paper around. And once again, I'm going to apply the Versamark and stamp again. Okay, now I'm going to take it out, and we're going to do some embossing, white embossing, and I'm going to apply the embossing powder really quickly. There you go. Both sides. There you go. Okay, so you can see that you can leave it as it is after you emboss it, and I did just that. I just embossed it, and you can see the flowers right here with the leaves, and you can leave it as is. You don't have to add anything more to it. But if you look at my card, I have flowers all around. So basically right now I have this part and that part, so I just want to add these two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align them on the platform. I'm going to put embossing, not embossing, the anti-static powder again, and I will place the flower where I want it, which is right here, and I will remove the other two stamps. The platform goes down, and you know that the flower will attach itself to it, so I'm just going to put Versamark on the flower. And there you go, stamp it, and now I'm going to turn it around, and again Versamark, stamp, and I'm done with my stamping. All done with my stamping. I can remove the platform from here, and I'll just apply. And I'm going to apply the embossing powder to the flower that I just put the Versamark on. There you go. So now I'm going to have a coverage all around, and and both sides are going to be the same. Well, let me emboss it really quickly so you can there you go. And now, although you cannot see it all, once we start sponging, you guys will see how pretty those colors are. Okay, we're gonna the colors that I'm using today are Cracked Pistachio, Peacock Feathers, and Twisted Citron. We're gonna start with the Peacock. And that's probably my favorite combination of all the colors. And because we're sponging and I'm really messy, I saw a tip somewhere on the internet that you just put the tape on your fingers not to get your fingers dirty, because I get my fingers dirty all the time. So sponging it is, and you want to make sure for the technique to work well, you want to make sure that the flowers are very well covered and that they are darker, because when you're going to start lifting, you're going to start taking the color off. So if it's darker, you will definitely see the contrast better. Beautiful color. Oxides are just so amazing when it comes to blending. Just love them. So much fun to work with. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna bring in some pistachio. Cracked pistachio. If I get to open it. There you go. Alright, and you're going to start with, you start by bringing the peacock with the pistachio. That's how you blend it really nicely. And then the citron, I'm going to put the citron right in the middle. I'm just gonna switch my little sponge. I love those little blending tools. So easy. There you go. Okay, I think I want to go back with pistachio and just get it just a little bit darker. I want to make sure that we have really good coverage here. I want to make sure that you guys see how it works. Alright, and some pistachios here. Alright, perfect. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. Actually, except for this corner here. Make sure that the corner is dark. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take an aqua painter, or you can just use a regular brush and water, and we're going to start applying water to the flower. When you see that you're going to apply the water, you're going to go dab it off. You're going to bring the water out. So that's what we're going to do. And each leaf is going to be kind of a different color, because depending on how long you're going to let the water sit on it. Or you can even go twice, like this, to make it lighter, and you can leave it on for a little bit. Very fun technique, great effect, just love it, just really fun. And now when it dries, it will change even more, the color even more, so you'll see how awesome that effect is. Alright, so I'm just trying to, you guys can take time with it. I'm just trying to show it right here on the video, so I don't want to take too much time. But let's leave some water on this one and see what happens. And we have the leaf here. We're going to add water to that as well. Let's go back to this. You see how much lighter this one is than, for example, the one over. But you don't want them all to be the same color either, so that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. Alright, almost there. And what I do is I stamp a bunch of them, and I sponge them in different colors, and then decorate them in different ways. You can make them masculine, you can make them feminine, depending on the colors that you're choosing, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, almost there. And like I said, when it will dry, you will see that the colors change even more. Okay, look at that. Look how neat this is. It was just such a fun technique. So what I did today, at the same time, I took a twisted violet, and I'm just going to add a little bit of violet to some of the leaves. I don't want it to be too dark, but I'm adding violet to some of those guys. And of course, you don't have to do that. I'm just showing you that you can take different colors and add this really nice tint to it. It's not too bright. Well, you can really control the amount of color you're adding, but just fun. There you go. And after we're done with it, the card is pretty much done. We're just gonna put a greeting on it and attach it to a card base, and you're good to go. You can decorate it, and I'll show you what I did with some of my other cards. There you go. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is. I just absolutely love it. Just love it. And now for the greeting, I'm just gonna go very basic. I'm just gonna place hello on it. It's very generic. It's very simple, and that's how I want it. I just want this one to be very simple. And I'm using the glue. I love this needle nose glues. They are perfect for the die cuts, especially how intricate the die cuts are getting nowadays. It's kind of fun that you have a glue that gets into all those little nook and crannies. There you go. There you go. There is. And the hello is from my hero, my monthly hero. I believe it's March, my monthly hero. Yeah. There you go. Now, if you want to be more elaborate, or at least maybe just a tiny bit more elaborate, you can take the glitter pen and add glitter to the hello. You can do that, and that's very simple, and that's fast. It doesn't want to stick for me here. There you go. There you go. And you can add a little bit of glitter to the edges. Like I said, once you put glitter on, it's really more girly. But if you would leave it out, it would make a good masculine card. And now we can attach it to the cardstock. Now we're going to attach it to the cardstock, and there is your card. There you go. Let me show you what I did with my other cards. Right here, I used a little bit different colors. I didn't use the Twisted Citron. I used it Faded Jeans, and the color for when I was coloring, I used the Twisted Citron for the coloring. Here I didn't do anything. I just lifted the color and I mounted it directly on the card base, but then I took the greeting and I popped out the greeting, and you guys can see that I created a little shadow for the greeting, so it's kind of fun. The greeting, I didn't know how to make it pop out as much as I wanted to, so I used little glue dots. Some of them are still escaping, and I rolled them into little balls, and I think it came out okay. And right here, another simple one, and what I did here, I used the Nuvo crystal drops just for some decoration. So there's a variety of different things that you can do with them, and they are all so darn fun. So I hope you enjoy this technique. Give it a try. You can make a lot of those in a very short period of time. So enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.